I have another amazing one-pot dish for you today. You're not gonna believe it. It's macaroni and cheese, and everything is cooked in this skillet, including the pasta. If you're looking for over-the-top deliciousness, but all in one pot, you've come to the right place. Try our one-pot mac and cheese. So melt your 6 tablespoons of butter, and then just spoon off 1 tablespoon. Mix it in with 1 cup of fresh breadcrumbs. You could use panko if you don't want to make your own breadcrumbs. To that, add 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And then set this aside. It's gonna go on top of your mac and cheese at the last minute and go under the broiler. I'm using a straight-sided skillet here to cook my pasta in because I want to put it under the broiler with the breadcrumbs on top at the end. If you weren't planning on putting the breadcrumbs and you don't care, you could do this in a deeper pot and it might actually be slightly easier. Not that there's anything hard about it, it's just that you need to really stir a lot. 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Whisk the flour into the butter. What you're doing here is making a roux, which is going to thicken your milk to make your sauce. This is a very big whisk and not a very big pan, so I'm going to get the flour out from the corners with my spoon. Before you add your milk, you just want to cook your flour and butter mixture until it smells a little bit nutty. Not like nutty like wacky, but like nuts. That just indicates that the flour has cooked off and is no longer raw. Because this is a little bit of a lower ratio of fat to flour, you have to be a little bit careful when you add your milk. So just add your milk really slowly, especially in the beginning, and then as it goes, you can add it a little more quickly. I'm just gonna add some this down and whisk. Every time you add the milk, it might just get a little bit lumpy, and you just want to whisk it out until the lumps go away. Honestly, if you had a friend standing by, the best thing that you could do is have your friend add the milk and you keep whisking. Sometimes what I like to do in order to cut back on fat is do a combination of milk and chicken stock. I'm not doing that today, but if you're not a vegetarian, you can do that. In fact, you could use vegetable stock too. You want to make sure when milk comes to a boil that it doesn't boil over, so keep an eye on it. Then once it's at a boil, you can add your pasta. 3/4 pound of elbow macaroni. I'm going to approximate. Then you just cook this until the pasta's done, and that really only takes about 6 minutes. Make sure when you're stirring that you're getting to the bottom of the pan, because you have to be careful that your pasta and or your sauce doesn't stick. So when you're stirring, don't just dip your spoon in, go all the way down to the bottom. Turn the heat off when the pasta's done. If it's just slightly less than completely done, that's okay, because it's going to continue cooking in the heat and also go under the broiler. Add your cheese. I have 3 cups of grated gouda. It's a lot of cheese. And 1 cup of Gruyere. Gruyere gives classic, delicious flavor and is so good with the bacon. You want to just let that melt in a little bit. This is gonna kill you, but you're gonna be so happy while it's happening. Oh my God, it's so cheesy and delicious. This is our ultra deluxe over the top mac and cheese. Okay, oh, I almost forgot the bacon and the Dijon. It gets a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and then there's 8 strips of bacon cooked and crumbled in. You don't really want to walk away from this to start your prep, so I've previously cooked in this pan 8 pieces of bacon because we're making a bacon mac and cheese version. Make sure your bacon's nice and crisp and cook it in this pan before you start doing anything else. Season it with salt. Need some salt, of course, and some pepper. Sprinkle the breadcrumbs on top, and then pop it into the broiler just until the breadcrumbs get golden brown and the cheese is sort of bubbling up around the edges. And get ready to eat. Everybody's broilers are different, so you really can't tell. I can't really give you an amount of time. This was about 2 minutes in our crazy hot broiler. Ugh. Use 2 pads because it is heavy. I don't even know what to say about this. It is so delicious, so over the top, so fantastic, and everything all in one pot. Gotta love that. This is a variation on our basic 1-pot mac and cheese in the October issue. We have 4 other delicious variations, including a plain one. Hi Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.